Hello everyone, thanks for joining me. It's Jim with Jim's Garage Toys, and today I'm going to do an oil change on my 89 MR2. So this is actually going to be the first time I've done an oil change with my new lift, so that'll be kind of nice, especially on this car. A lot simpler to do and get to the oil filter. So I'll go ahead and show you where that is and how it is, and let's get this knocked out real quick. Thanks for joining me. So, taking a peek underneath the car. So, here is the oil pan and my oil drain plug. This was never the hardest part to do. Let's see if I can, there we go. Right here. There's the oil filter, right where my finger is. I'm touching it right there. So, okay. 14 millimeter bolt, just like on pretty much every Toyota. Get this position just right. Yeah. Look at that. Hey, first time I'm using my oil catch. That's nice. All right, I'll let that drain and then we'll take the filter off. This fits all the standard size Toyota ones for my MR2, the Corollas, and a lot of other cars. So it's the standard one for the let's see if I can get it to read it here. The F1 filter and the N1, which is the same basic thing, just shorter. So, but this, if you take this fits on there perfectly, and it's really about the best one I've ever come across. So I'll link this in the description, so for anybody that wants to pick one up, I grabbed this on Amazon. The best thing will be from underneath. Oh, there we go. I was thinking it might be better to have this. This is an adjustable length ratchet. Oh, hi. Hi, Theo. There we go. You know, if you can always just get it started, then it's real easy to get off my hand. There we go. Hey, dude. Wanna go see Grammy?
Yeah.
That was funny. This is the first time I've ever used this.
Yeah.
To do this.
How's it working out?
Oh, it's great. So here, see if I can get my hand out here. So right here, that's where the oil filter goes. It was actually quite easy to get a ratchet on it, a shorter one, pivot it just to break it and loosen it, and spin it off by hand. So that worked out quite well. So one thing I like to do is I always like to put some oil in a filter. You know, ultimately if it was sitting inverted like this, I could fill it, but these sit sideways. So I put enough oil in it to where it's about halfway, but that way it helps build pressure that much quicker. So I'm gonna go ahead and spin this on, and we'll put the drain plug on and fill it back up with oil. I can show you guys. So I usually just kind of weave it up here. See, I got a little bit of oil coming out of it, so I got a little bit too much there. I just put these on hand tight. There we go. Perfect. New filter's on. And get our drain plug. So get the old washer off. I always replace the washer, and my dealer always gives me a new one for every filter I buy. So I'm gonna wipe there. There we go. Okay. Again, this does not have to be super tight. I generally never torque them. You can torque them, but I snug it down. Let the gasket do the work. There we go. Perfect. So now we got our new filter up there. Drain plug's on. Now we just got to drop it down and put some oil back in it. So as a quick recap here, everything you need to do this job, you need a filter and an oil filter, and then replace your washer on your drain plug, 3/8 socket, 14mm wrench, oil filter wrench if you can't get it off by hand, and some new oil. So got everything done now. We'll drop it down and we'll pour the oil in and we'll be ready to roll. Alrighty, just finished putting 3.5 quarts 5W30 Pennzoil in there. So now she is all set, all ready for trip down to Toyota Fest tomorrow. So this was much easier using the lift. In the past, how I would do it is I would back the rear tires up on ramps, and I'd get so I could drain the oil, and I would actually reach the oil filter from the top. So I would reach it right down through here because I can reach down and touch it. So right now I'm touching it. It was a lot more awkward to get to it, but that was how I had to do it. With the lift, much easier to get to it from underneath. So, but for those of you that don't have a lift, you'll have to attack it that way. So anyway, any questions, comments, anything like that, guys, please holler. Hopefully for all of you MR2 enthusiasts out there for the first gen, this will help you understand how to do an oil change on your MR2. Take care, guys. Have a good one.